Promise not to keep you in here too long. Wait, which button? This one? Oh, this is me. I went to MIT, then I went to Booth with Coach. Then I worked at Chicago Trading Company, one of the larger proprietary trading companies in Chicago. And then I founded Athena. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Athena is and why we make money. A brief overview of what I'm going to talk about. Athena, we've been around for 4 years. We already have strong revenues. We already have a great team. We have people, processes, and technology. What we need now is to keep growing that business. So what is that business? Well, most of the world does not have a good bank account. Much of the world has a bank account, but they don't trust it. That's not a problem that anyone in this room has, but it's a problem that many people have. And what do they have? They have physical currency. Well, they have physical currency, but not a trusted bank account. So how can they access the global financial system? And the answer is they mostly can't. What we do is connect people with physical currency to the world of digital currency. And you're saying, how do you do that? Well, we operate things called Bitcoin ATMs, which is something that I wouldn't expect anyone in this room to ever need to use. You have good bank accounts. You don't need to buy Bitcoin with a machine. Our clients have physical dollars, physical pesos, physical dinar, and they need to get those transformed into digital currency. So what's a Bitcoin ATM? You've probably never seen it. This is a Bitcoin ATM. It has a giant screen. It's got a money acceptor. It's got a bill dispenser. This one has our logo all over it. You can buy or sell Bitcoin on these machines. It's that simple. So why do I love Bitcoin ATMs so much? Primary reason is people use the Bitcoin ATMs every day. Our customers buy Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin if Bitcoin goes up. They buy or sell Bitcoin if Bitcoin goes down. We're not cyclical. All the exchanges, they only make money when Bitcoin does something interesting. Some of the exchanges are making money now, but as Bitcoin goes down, interest in Bitcoin at the exchanges has also gone down. But for us, we have the same number of customers that came in last week as we did the week before, even though Bitcoin has changed prices dramatically. We only carry a small amount of inventory, so an investment in us is not an investment in whether or not Bitcoin goes up or down. I also love Bitcoin ATMs because they're a great return on investment. When we put a Bitcoin ATM in the ground, we tend to get our money back in about 6 to 9 months. And finally, every time we deploy a new machine, it makes our company incrementally more profitable. So that's why we're here today. We want to have more machines. In order to get more machines, we need to raise some capital. Oh, there's one other reason why I love Bitcoin ATMs. We get lines of people waiting to use them. So this is a product that you have never heard of, probably never used, but I have a line of people waiting to use it in Bogota. Here's a little bit about the numbers around a Bitcoin ATM. A Bitcoin ATM for us, fully installed, costs us about $10,000 US. We then stock it, much like you'd stock any store, with about $15,000 of inventory. On average, our machines will sell $40,000 of crypto per month. And the other reason I love Bitcoin ATMs is we charge our clients between 12 and 15%. So after we've charged them 12 and 15% on their $35,000, $40,000 of Bitcoin purchases, we get an ROI on that machine in roughly 6 to 8 months. And after that, that $3,000 or $4,000 US is just profit back to us. So where are we putting these? Well, we started in Chicago and the US. And so now we have machines coast to coast in the United States. California, Texas, Florida, Georgia. And then we said, well, gee, now we're one of the top 5 biggest ATM operators in the United States. Should we continue deploying in the United States? And the answer there is yes. Every machine we deploy continues to be profitable. But we also said, where can we make the biggest impact and build the biggest brand? And when we looked at the map, we realized there were almost no ATMs. And by almost no ATMs, I mean there were 5. Not 5 competitors, there were 5 ATM in all of South America. So we said, well, should we have Bitcoin ATMs there? And Bitcoin demand continues to increase in South America, so we said yes. So we've been deploying our machines in Colombia and Argentina. We have a great partnership with a small store that you've probably not heard of in Argentina called Walmart. It's maybe a little bit bigger of a store. We're deploying our machines into their stores. So very shortly, most of the Walmarts in Argentina will have a Bitcoin ATM in the front of the store, and that ATM will have the Athena brand on it. And we have no competition there, which makes it a lovely place to do business. Now, what is it that Athena does well? Athena does many things well, but what we focus on is cash logistics, getting machines out into profitable locations, and customer service. Customer service is very important. 1 out of every 10 of our clients generates some form of customer service interaction. Because they like to use our machines, we bring a lot of new people into the Bitcoin ecosystem, and they ask questions. So we have a great customer service team, we have a great compliance team, and they work hand in hand to make sure that we are staying compliant with all laws, whether that's in the US, Colombia, Argentina, or any other place where we operate. And then we have a model where we build local teams in each of our countries, so that we also bring in expertise that know that market better. In every country, there's a slightly different use case for why people want to get crypto today, and we solve for that, and we know the people by having a local team. So, where are we today? Right now, we already have our machines deployed in the United States. We have our machines deployed in Colombia. We're deploying machines every day in Argentina, and we're building teams out in Mexico, Chile, and probably Brazil. We're starting to integrate into new payment platforms. In short, we're doing a lot of very exciting things, which I will let you look at some other time. If anyone wants this deck, just WeChat me or WhatsApp me later. I think I've said this, but we've been in business for a while. We got started in the Bitcoin ATM business in 2014. Athena was incorporated in 2015. We have been growing our business in the US, and now we're rolling out worldwide. It's a big team, but it's a big team on purpose. We want to build the people, the processes, and the technology. We've done that. Next step is to start deploying machines with that team. I do want to pause and say, what is the #1 job that we do? And that's compliance. We're dealing with large amounts of physical currency, and we're dealing with government regulations that have very specific rules about what you can do with large amounts of physical currency. We are experts at handling that type of compliance, whether that's in the United States, where we work with FinCEN and the Treasury and the IRS, or in international markets where we work with regulators, whether that's Colombia or Argentina, or the new Mexican fintech law. Our job is compliance #1. We want to make sure that our clients are not breaking the law. We want to make sure that we're not breaking the law in any way. No one wants to service customers that aren't doing good. Our customers are doing good. They're importing things, they're exporting things, they're exporting their labor in many cases. This is a little bit of our team. It's an experienced management team with a lot of deep roots in financial services, trading, both in the Chicago markets as well as in Argentina. Our director of Latin America ran expansion for young brands in KFC, and now he's running our expansion. One of the reasons why we like Bitcoin ATM so much and why we're trying to raise more capital is because we want more machines. Like I said, every machine adds about $3,000 to our monthly income. The more machines we have, the more profitable we are. We have a very low burn rate right now, but we expect that to turn into a profit as we deploy our next 50 to 100 machines. So, right now we are in a capital raise. The capital raise is in the form of a SAFT, or a simple agreement for future tokens. The tokens will represent the equity of our company. We're a Delaware corporation, and it's a $15 million raise with a $30 million pre-money valuation, which values our company at $30 million pre, 45 post. So any buyers in this round will own about a third of the company. And because we're a Bitcoin company and we believe in tokenization, we will be issuing an equity-linked token. That token will probably trade on one of these exchanges. Certainly the OFN team is a home team for us. We're based in Chicago, and so we will list our token on one of those exchanges sometime next year. And each token will represent one share of stock. So you'll still own equity in our company, but we hope to have that token listed on an exchange. Again, we're a 4-year-old company. We have operations in North and South America. We have almost $2 million in monthly sales already. That's not projected future, that's projected November. We have what I think are pretty good margins because we charge 12 to 15% every time someone uses our machine. We have an ATM placement deal with Walmart in Argentina. We hope to extend that to the rest of South America. And we're raising $15 million in the form of a SAFT.
How much has already been raised?
Oh, right. And we already have half of that in the door. So we're just looking to finish out the second half of that. Lawyers make me say this. But that's Athena Bitcoin.
Good.
Any questions?